So today, these are our comparisons. We got the Ruger 5.7 and the Palmetto State Armory Rock 5.7. So the Ruger, I actually bought this back in December of 2020. So I've had it for a while. Just got the Palmetto in. Then I'm gonna start off with the cases. Okay, so the Ruger back in 2020 came with the hard plastic case. It's safe for travel with airlines. I've never traveled on an airline with any of my guns, so I never had to go through TSA screenings, all that stuff. So, but yeah, the nice hard plastic case, the inner workings of it, just little cheap molded plastic to fit the gun. If you have a optic on it, it's already made for that. Little mag space there. Nice, simple Ruger. The Palmetto is more of a like range bag type setup. I don't know, like competition shooters. Or if you, especially if you travel, I guess you gotta have a separate case to put this in. But then as you get to your location and you're going to your competitions or just going to the range, it's a nice little setup. It's got a pretty much holds the grip of the gun. Here you just slide it in. It locks in. I'll show you later. It's got a mag pouch. The bottom of it's all like Velcro, so you can switch it around however you want to. This is actually for the muzzle. My muzzle won't fit in here, and I'll show you why in a minute. The lock, the gun lock, you know, every gun comes with a gun lock, was actually in here, but this could be like a flashlight holster, whatever you want to use it for. And again, you can move it around all in the case however you want to. You want to carry some documents too. Right now it's just got the manual and all this stuff in there. You can. The front side, you want to put a name tag or whatever on there. So it's just starting off. I kind of like the case a little bit too. So it's like, I took it to the range, like they instantly noticed, like, oh, what you got in there, a dagger or a the rock? And it's crazy. I didn't know anybody really knew too much about the rock. So yeah, I got to talking at the range about it just off of the case. So first off, Palmetto, kind of digging the case over the Ruger. Then the selection I went with, we are clear. As you can see, threaded gold barrel. Actually, I had to buy the gold barrel separate. It came with the threaded barrel, which I probably had laying around somewhere. There. So this is the threaded barrel it came with. This came with a plain black one. I had to swap it out to a gold one. Actually came with the Hollow Sun red dot. I added the what is this, a streamlight light as well, because it does have the Picatinny rail at the bottom. So a little two-tone action. You know, gray and black. But they the Palmetto, I don't know if it's just being competitive, they got so many options already for this. They have a copper, like a rose gold color barrel, I think a silver, then they have like the burnt metal, like multicolored one as well. They're like selling out pretty quick. And then just the frame wise, they have like dark earth, they have OD green, they got an all gray one I've seen. They have new slides that like are serrated so you can see the barrel more, because mine is a fluted threaded barrel. So I don't know, I might change my my slide and just so I can see my barrel more. But yeah, this is a pretty good setup out the gate. The grip on it, I don't know if you saw my Ruger 5.7 versus the FN 5.7. I preferred the grip on the FN then, but I'm really digging the grip on this. It's kind of like a sandpaper type grip. There's no way to really change it out. So this is what you're gonna get. This is what you're gonna stay with. But it grips really good. It's got little finger spots there. You know, because there is actually no safety version of this. There's no physical safety version. You do have the trigger safety on there, but yeah, that's your only safety is your finger. So it's got a nice little rest there on both sides. So gripping as well. You can rest your thumb on that without having to worry about it slipping or anything. Doesn't get caught. Your thumb doesn't get caught here on the slide release. It's pretty well built. It is, I'd say the only downside I got on it is there's no like loaded chamber indicator. And if you're looking for a physical safety, you know, you're missing that. But other than that, it comes, you know, optic ready. Some of the different slides, because mine doesn't just has a regular old iron front sight, no fiber optics, and not even an option to change it because it's just built onto it. But I think some of the other newer slides they have different optic sights and things that you can change for it. But mine, yeah, that would be a downside for me, is that I can't change that to a fiber optic, and it doesn't have a glow sight or anything like that option. But came with a freaking red dot, a hollow sun red dot. Haven't really sighted in. It's supposed to have been sighted in from the box, but it's decent shooting with it. You know, I was really wasn't concerned about that. Just want to get the first shots out the way, making sure everything works properly. Some other things with this is, so I had the Ruger for a while, so I already had a holster for my Ruger. Ruger sells the in the waistband holster that's optic ready. Palmetto slides right into that optic ready. The threaded barrel sits out just fine. So I haven't seen any holsters like that for the Palmetto yet, but I mean, if you go ahead and get this, you can just run over to Ruger or your local shop, find a Ruger holster, and it's gonna slide in with no problem. So that's one thing. Old Faithful, empty. Ruger already came with the serrated barrel. It's optic ready, even though I didn't put any optics on it. Fiber optic sights. I had to add the rear fiber optic. It came with a front fiber optic. But Picatinny rail put a what is it, a SIG? Yeah, it got a SIG light on it. Just for shits and giggles. The grip, it's like the same sandpaper grip that the Palmetto has. It's not that wide. The Palmetto's got a little wider grip, so I think that's what's making it feel better in my hand. And then as far as like the finger restings and all that on the Palmetto, it helps. Mags. I'm not gonna go too deep into the Ruger, because I mean Ruger's been out for a while. Everybody's seen them. A lot of people shot them. Plus side, mine, there are physical safety and non-physical safety Ruger 5.7s. Mine has a physical safety. It has the loaded chamber indicator. That's about it. Mine doesn't have the threaded barrel, but Ruger has a few options too. Like I said, you can add, it's optic ready. I think I've seen a threaded barrel version. So it's got the rail, so you can add attachments. But the mag, I have to check these mags, see which one I'm dealing with, check the bottoms of them. So this is the Palmetto, this is the Ruger. So the Palmetto magazine is loaded. We'll go right into the Ruger 5.7. It will chamber in a Ruger 5.7. Let's clear that. Hit a round drop. At the round, okay, so it'll chamber in the 5.7. I shot it at the range, the Palmetto mag, I think I did like maybe 5 or 6 rounds, but it will cycle in the Ruger 5.7. So the Palmetto mag, it's a 23 round mag versus the 20 round mag that the Ruger 5.7 comes with. But it will chamber and cycle in a Ruger 5.7. This is the Ruger magazine. Into the Palmetto, it'll seat. It'll stay. It's not locked in. That thing comes right out. I am not hitting that. There's the mag release right there. It's in there. I'm not hitting it at all. That thing will come right out. It's not locking. So I ain't even want to risk chambering or trying to cycle any rounds with it. With the mag not locking. So that's a difference. So far the Ruger holster will work for the Palmetto Rock 5.7. The Palmetto Rock 5.7 mags will work for the Ruger 5.7. So a lot of interchangeable things going on with these two. I talked to a guy at a shop about the Smith & Wesson 5.7, and now I'm even more intrigued because disassembled one. Probably should have recorded that, but whatever. Just the whole firing mechanism on the Smith & Wesson is intriguing me. It's like a double barrel system where the pressure from the inner barrel is pretty much performing like an AR gas tube and pushing back on the slide, and there's an actual extractor in the barrel. It's a rotary extractor that extracts the round similar to an extractor on the AR. So in my battle of the 5.7s, the Palmetto stepped up above the Ruger right now. So I'm hoping to get a Smith & Wesson soon, where I can shoot it, and hopefully I can just do all four. I'll do the Smith & Wesson, the Ruger, the Palmetto, and the FN all in one tape, and just go back to back to back, gun to gun to gun, to see the difference immediately and what I like, what I don't like. I do like the trigger pull as well on the Palmetto over the Ruger. The Ruger beat out the 5.7, the FN 5.7 on trigger pull, pretty much everything except for grip. Like the grip on here better, and the trigger pull. So Palmetto took a step. These are all like crazy good guns though, like damn near assassin level guns. they're all crazy good, but it's just like the little finer things, like what your preferences will be and all that stuff will make you want them. But right now I am digging. I don't know if it's just because it's new to me or what. I'm digging my Palmetto Rock, all decked out. So in the battle of the 5.7s right now, until I get my hands on a Smith & Wesson, Palmetto State Armory, you're up there. You're up there.
I need one that's range size.
You can probably find one.
I can find one that's range size? Oh yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah, he'll eventually run out. Kind of looked over and saw the drum, and I had a feeling that, I'll be here for a few minutes.